My dream job was to teach, and I lost my dreams. My dreams were shattered. And I was kind of left with being a young 20-year-old and not knowing what I was supposed to do in the world and how I'm supposed to get back up. Hey, I'm Nikki Abramson, and in December of 2009, I graduated from college. I was super excited for what I was about to do and to be in the world, and my calling was to become a teacher. 8 months after I graduated from college, in August of 2010, I was involved in a car accident. It changed my life forever. The car accident, basically what happened was an SUV had backed into me and it totaled my car. I started developing this really weird pain in my body. It was this like twisting, contorting, pulling form. It was kind of like I had a little bit of a whiplash, but it ended up being a lot worse than that. My body just kept pulling and twisting and contorting. I kind of looked like Joe Cocker. And my right side of my neck turned to the right, my shoulder turned to the right, and my hips and pelvis and legs. And soon it left me bedridden for 7 months. I mean, there were times where the spasms were so hard that it pulled me out of bed. It was like a violent storm has been a part of my body. They discovered I have dystonia, which is a neurological condition that's similar to Parkinson's. And so I get Botox injections every 9 weeks to help minimize the pain, the spasms. And then I also do physical therapy once a week. And then all of that has helped, but unfortunately there's no cure. I had some really desperate days of crying out to God and saying, God, where are you? But this just totally tore me down. And I just didn't really know where he was. And I had a few friends in my life that came to me, different walks, and just really encouraged me, inspired me, and really poured into me, and had shown me that not to give up, and that I have this really important story and mission that they felt I was called to do instead of teaching, but more called to do. So they had basically said to me within the same amount of time, Nikki, you have an inspiring story, and that you've never given up, and you stayed positive and hopeful despite this really challenging thing that has happened to me. When the car accident happened, I was not listening to KTAS, and the song that was playing was Chris Tomlin's "How Great Is Our God." And I always struggled with that, kind of during the car accident time, because I was thinking, how great are you? I mean, how can we praise this great God if he allowed this to happen to me, which totally changed my life upside down. And I realized, going to see Chris Tomlin, this past March, that God is great, and he has, made beautiful things out of the dust and out of us. And it reminds me of the song "Beautiful Things" by Gongora, saying that you make beautiful things out of us. That, I've always thought that all my junk has been just wasted. All my life has been wasted. And I don't know what I'm going to do for the past 5 years have been horrible for me. But I know that they're not wasted years, because God has been so good, and he's made beautiful things out of that by allowing me to share my story and testimony, and being a witness to other people, and just to be an encouragement and light to other people. That I really just feel like God's been saying that, you have a powerful story. Now it's your turn to share that good news and that hope that you have, because something, I've always had such a strong faith, and I feel like that my lowest of low was a time when I just felt like the life was caving in on me. But I think that with Jesus, there was really never like the light bulb going off, even though I felt like that at times. Because there was this undying sense of hope that, even though I don't necessarily have, there's no cure for this, I still have hope that God's going to cure me and God's going to heal me. I may not be here on earth today, but he's going to help me to walk through this, and he's going to hold my hand every single step of the way. I realize that Jesus is my cure, and he has helped me to continue on every day. I mean, without him, I wouldn't be able to get up and to be able to do what I'm doing. The verse that came into mind during this time specifically was Romans 15:13, which just basically says that may the God of hope fill you with peace as you go through this time. That this hope will overflow with the Spirit. And I feel like, as I was kind of talking about that, during a time when I felt hopeless, God filled me with exactly what I needed that day, or that time frame, which was hope. And so may the God of hope fill you with all the hope that you need, and hopefully that hope will overflow with you as well. Hi, my name is Nikki Abramson, and if you can relate to anything in my story, I encourage you to reach out on my page at hope360.org.